You guys remember that time we got together and we walked through deliverance with Lady Rhonda at her house?
At her house.
Oh my goodness. I was a complete wreck. Like, we had to state these things, and all I know is by the time I got to the third thing, I was like, and I'm like a sobbing mess. And Ashaala,
listen, I was like, hey, you want a bag? I just held the bag out.
But wait, you have to tell me how you were holding the bag. Like, she literally was like trying to catch it. Like,
I was like, okay. I was like, okay.
It was so much. Like, I was crying, there was snot coming out, ears, everything was the worst. But it was such a beautiful experience.
It was.
Shay, you were still checking it out though at that point. Huh?
I was observing.
I was spooked out.
Because I was out of there. I was almost out of there.
I was spooked out. She was like, what is wrong with these people?
I think the awesome part about it was Elder Rhonda spent the entire day in the house just praying. And even if you did not know and understand deliverance, you knew that when you stepped across the threshold of our house, something was different in there. Mm-hmm. And it was simply awesome because it was just a great experience. You know, you got to see other people, got to be in the presence of the Lord, but also got to be purged and then refilled. Yes. So that was something that I will never, ever forget. I had never experienced anything like that.
Yeah, just the preparation on the drive down, I was like, what in the world are we about to do? Because it was like, when you come, you got to wash your hands.
Yes.
And I was
Take
like,
your shoes
take
off.
your shoes off. I'm like, well, what is we about to go into?
What a weird ceremonial thing is this?
I think she really took us through the responsibility, though, our responsibility in it, because I had seen deliverance before being in service in church, but I had never walked through like personal deliverance, and that was life-changing for me. And she let us know, look, you have a part to do in this too.
Yes.
This is not just all on God. You have a part inside of this, and all of that with the stuff we needed to wear and taking off the shoes and preparing ourselves before we went there. Like, it gave you a reverence inside of what was going on. And Elder Rhonda just had and still has a way of doing that. Making us responsible and accountable for our walk.
Yes.
You know?
I hear two things there. Like, there was a lot of intentionality in that.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, yes, we've seen, maybe in, you know, churches, you've been in like Pentecostal churches, or you've seen deliverance happen to someone else. Deliverance happens.
Right.
But this was like an opportunity we had where we chose to be delivered. Right. And so those things, we were intentional about doing it. And it was such a beautiful thing to say, okay, I actually was able to deliver myself in partnership with what God was doing with me.
Wow.
Never seen that before. Never experienced that before.
I think also something that stuck out to me is, I don't know if everyone remember, but she brought us into her room individual, and that was the first time I saw the wall.
Yes.
The room with all the prayer requests of all of us, and she had it segmented off.
Yeah.
It was like, she had like all her prayer requests for me, for you, I mean, just for everyone. And I was just like, whoa, okay, this is a whole nother level of
Level of a world, right?
Because, you know, people always say I'm praying for you. But for her to have it, but for her to have it on the wall, I was just like, okay, maybe I shouldn't run after all.
You know, I was thinking about, I think I'm a pretty detailed person, but to see that was to show you how God is in the details, how God honors our posture, how he honors our preparation, and all of it matters to him. You know how we're so matter of fact with things. Oh, it doesn't matter. No, like she showed us how every single thing matters to God. And we matter to God so much that he would cause her to prepare this way because we were coming. We were just that special. So I, in turn, take that same pride when I do anything now for God, that I'm very intentional about, and I really did learn that from her and from that experience, to be intentional, to be detailed about the things. It's not, you know how like as people of God, and sometimes as women, you're almost mocked because you're doing too much, right?
Doing the most.
You're doing the most. We use those phrases, but really it's not even enough. You know what I'm saying? It's really not enough. But I that was something that really stood out to me personally.
I remember even when we have to be on the line so early in the morning, and she would say, "Get up." wash your face.
Wash your face.
Brush your
Out of the
teeth.
bed.
Get out of the bed. She's like, it matters the way you come before God.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Lord, she don't know about not even is the Lord gonna know about, but she gonna know about.
Yeah.
But she really did teach us that, like, it matters.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
let's talk
about when we found out it was going to be a woven too.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, what?
Yeah, like there was like a next tier.
It was Rosh Hashanah. That first Rosh Hashanah thing we did.
Right.
When she called us all up and she had to do the anointing and then told us, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was, and then since she was releasing us, it was a lot. I was.
And
I was saying to myself, I ain't being released. I ain't being released.
That was a challenge to. I mean, we welcomed woven too, but it was still a challenge to be like, what?
Yeah, to share.
We have to share you?
Yeah.
That was a very big challenge. But it's amazing to see how every woven tier is so different. They have every woven tier have their personality.
Yeah.
Raise their own personality. And
Absolutely.
even when you don't really leave woven.
Right.
That is the one thing that I have learned.
Yes. Hashtag covenant.
Hashtag covenant. But even when I was just not involved with the weekly, it's amazing to me how still woven was still there in my times, in my monumental moments, in the times of need. So I really learned covenant through woven. I mean, the first place I learned it, of course, was marriage, but I learned it at another way with other relationships through woven, and for that I'm forever grateful.
You all remember when we had to read the book and do the assignments for a culture of honor?
Yeah. Oh yes,
absolutely.
That book was
life-changing.
Yes, it was life-changing, so profound. It taught you about honor.
Yes.
It taught you how to honor those that's in leadership over you. It taught you to really, really, it broke down honor and things that you sometimes don't think about. Help you to understand. Honor is very much real. It made you cry?
It made me cry.
Oh, Giel, it made you
Honoring
cry.
up and honoring down.
That's right,
Working
Ava.
heavy in me. He was working heavy in me.
Yeah.
Honoring up and honoring down.
All of us were going through a healing process during that time.
That's
Thank
so
you.
true.
Say that again because that's truth. I think when we got in together with woven,
Yeah.
there was a level of healing that needed to happen in
all
each of us.
Yeah.
And it was like a need for this change or a need for this challenge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was a challenge.
Yeah.
I appreciated being able to learn how to let my guards down and heal in front of you all.
Oh, because I remember on the line, Inger said, "Everybody can't call me sis. I don't. But I remember on the line particularly, I don't know, something occurred. And he was just like, well, everybody don't call me sis. I said, oh, good night, black.
Yeah, but honest, like, I meant it. I meant what I said, but I was still guarded.
Yeah.
Like, I believe I said, like, I wanted a sisterhood, but I didn't know how to embrace a sisterhood because I'd seen so much with women and endured so much. And so I was very apprehensive. So even though I was still in and just kind of gauging.
Yeah.
And it was just like, for me, I'm like, ain't nobody getting ready to make me call my sister. Like, if it happens or when it happens, I want it to be organic.
Right.
Yeah. When I say that, I want it to mean something. Because, we live in a culture, everybody like, sis, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted it to mean something. And today, sitting here, I can say it means something.
Yeah. Right.
It means something with each and every one of you all. So being able to come together and be vulnerable enough to heal.
Yeah.
Because being a PK, you learn how to cover up.
Oh,
wow.
yes. Professional cover-up.
You a professional cover-up. You know how to put the face on. You know how to act like everything is okay. You know how to not let your guards down in front of people. But being in this group of women that Elder Rhonda brought us together, and we all healed together. We purged together. We got delivered together. We had to be transparent. Together. And I appreciate that.
It was like we were in a suit. And God just unzipped it.
Come on.
Amazing.
Literally. Literally, every single one of us, if we think back, were at just a crossroad.
Yes.
Very pivotal time in our lives, and we needed. We were kicking against the prick, but God won in the end. You know what I'm saying?
We needed each other.
We needed each other.
Wow, that's
and
amazing.
we needed Eldorado.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Woven.
Shout out to Woven.
We the first ones.
Yeah.
We love you, Woven 2, Woven 3, Woven 4, Woven 5. We love you all. Pearls of Wisdom.
Yes. But Woven 1 is on the way!
West side.
Well, South Side!
East side.
Oh, that's a wrap.
Yeah, that